Round 3, won the die roll, playing first. Keep. That was a good draw. That was a good draw too. So we'll play the Courser and pass. I think we trade. We go call pass. I don't really want to trade one of my knights for the bodyguard. And next turn I can Icy Manipulator and or dub, whatever. We're just gonna get in there. Take it. No play, huh? Alright. Well, let's do a short sword then. Whip it on there and get in there. I'm not going to dub when they have 5 mana up. Could have tapped it, but I was planning on probably just tapping the creature. That's kind of sad. Mm-hmm. That's pretty sad, too. So, if I'd known they had a Caligo Skin Witch, like I said, I could have tapped their land they were navigators compassing in response. But I thought it was going to be something different. Okay. Sure. Okay. So we're playing against Junk. Didn't really see anything other than some cheap creatures with kickers. Invoke for Compass seems pretty unnecessary and not that exciting. And sideboarding into the blue plan this time around doesn't seem necessary either, so let's just run it back. Well, here we are again, mulliganing. Usually the upside of monocolor is you don't have to mulligan that much, but here we are, mulliganing. And mulliganing again. Alright, keeping the 5. And I guess we'll keep that on top. No attacks from our opponent is actually pretty nice. So we'll just stay back. Could put a dub on it, but my plan is to get a 5th land so I can dub and protect it. I think that's better. Mm-hmm. Well, that's a bit awkward, isn't it? Alright. So I guess we're going to hope they don't have the charge. because I'm certainly not wanting to take 6 damage here. Mm-hmm. Ah, yes, the old play a forest, play adventurous impulse to really make use of that 3rd color. Slimefoot. Well, there's a card I'm going to have to blow up with a Blessed Light. I suppose we'd better. Guess I should have sandbagged that last land so that I could not have to play Blessed Light if they have the Skin Witch. That would have made more sense. But hopefully it won't matter here. Guess it doesn't matter what they make indestructible, because we're just gonna exile it. I really hate to see fungal infection be so good here. It's very painful. Very painful to see fungal infection do things against us. Really makes me contemplate doing something different in game 3, just because we've seen multiple now, and unfortunately it's just going to be so devastating against us. So we're going to have to figure that out. Who knows? Maybe we'll just rip pure gasoline for the rest of the game. That's possible. So we're just going to rip pure gas and win. I guess I didn't have to play the land there either. But I felt like if they have Skin Witch at this point, it doesn't really matter. But I guess it would matter if there's a card that I want to reactively play. This is funny. What a funny game this has been. Just eating creatures every turn, and yet I can't do anything. Just eating creatures, and I'm still just going to lose because I can't play anything. Yeah, I don't think there's a worse match for our Knight of Nubenalia. I can't actually think of one. I cannot think of a match where uh, Knight of Nubenalia is worse. Fungal Infection plus all the Saproling cards you could possibly comprehend. Yeah. So, gonna go to game 3. And what's the plan there? So Invoke doesn't do anything. They accidentally revealed some information to us, which I've spoken out against. I don't think it's nice. So yeah, like I said, these are probably the worst card you could possibly have in a match. I'm having a hard time coming up with a worse matchup for Knight of Nubenalia. It's very challenging to come up with one. I kind of want to just do something completely different, but I don't exactly know what. Like maybe I just go in on an elephant plan and then move into blue. Maybe that's better. Like Syncopate, Scholar, Blink of an Eye. Something like this, maybe. And then maybe we just do like a construct instead of a knight. Oh, the poet's going to be worthless then if we're getting rid of dub. So probably construct instead. Okay. At least construct if it dies to a fungal infection gives me some sort of value. An assistant maybe because it flies. But we don't really have that much stuff we can do with it. Maybe just a Guardians instead. And you dump the knight. And maybe we actually, well... Huh. Well, we're going to need some blue mana. This much is clear to me. So we can probably run 6 blue. And then is 17 lands going to be, or 16 lands going to be too little? Hopefully not. I guess we'll find out. So we probably just run it like this and see what happens. Yeah, we'll play first. And we'll keep. Alright, so we'll drop the Sergeant. Get something on the board here. Especially given that our mana is going to be very busy for the next few turns. almost... I'm debating playing the elephant first, just to bait the eviscerate if they have it. I think that might make more sense than just slam dunking the Sarah Angel. Because if we can get through the eviscerate, I think the Sarah Angel will carry us to victory. Hmm. If I can keep their lands on lockdown, I'd feel better. Alright, well the good news is we have an excavation elephant in hand. So, actually is good news. So, we can play the Sarah Angel. Yeah, it requires an answer, so we'll do it. If they have the eviscerate, so be it. Like I said, I wanted to bait with the elephant, but I think them letting Sarah Angel come in that fast is indicative of eviscerate being played on my opponent's turn. But like I said, at least with the elephant, I can get my manipulator back. Yep. Um, to be honest, I'm a little bit scared of the witch. So I think I'm gonna not play anything, because I'd rather discard the construct and the Knight of Grace and get back my Icy Manipulator with a 7th land, because I think Skinwitch will just be GG's otherwise. Hmm. Well, one card left, so I don't know if I can afford to play around it now. Really want to get that 7th land now, though. Hmm. Guess we just go Knight of Grace and pass. Like I said before, it's more in our interest to not get wrecked by the Caligo Skinwitch, since I think this Elephant could be a big time game flipper. Alright, well that's unfortunate to see, but not sure what you can do about it. I don't think we're going to be able to beat Shalai, unfortunately. So I guess that means we just need Blessed Light, and then we're good. Oh, I see, okay. That seems good for us, doesn't it? Um, hmm. Still just have the answer for Shalai, so that's cool. And I guess they don't have the mana to pump their team now, which is also cool, but we are just twiddling and twiddling those thumbs, waiting for the Blessed Light. This is our turn. If we get Blessed Light, we could totally win this game. Could 100% win this game if we get Blessed Light right now. Blink an Eye is going to have to do. Trying to think if I want to attack. I'm going to have to get some bodies off the board, so maybe it is better to attack, but they have just a really smooth little double attack there. Or double block, rather. So I guess we'll just play the Call the Cavalry. So at least they have to replay Shalai, and we get another opportunity here to top deck Blessed Light. They didn't even use the ability. They're just not using Shalai. Oops. I accidentally forgot to... What is going on? I forgot to tap Shalai. I have no idea what's going on. I am blown away right now. I don't even know if I want to syncopate this. Well, in our deck's defense, I mean, we only have 4 Pegasus Coursers, so... One sec. Alright, Skin Witch resolves. We'll discard some lands. I mean, I guess the good news is we only have 5 lands left. So that's something. We only have 5 lands left in our deck, and our opponent seems to not realize that Shalai could not be better for them if they would just, use the ability. Skin Witch just buffed our Knight of Grace, so it did a lot. Well, there's only 4 lands left in our deck now, so I guess that's good. Only 4 lands left is pretty good. Yeah, I'm thinking I maybe should have saved my Syncopate. I don't really care if they gain life, and they gain life anyway, and they have a better creature now, so might have made more sense. I mean, I guess the good news is we're still, we have an equal amount of Pegasus Coursers in our deck than we do lands. That's something pretty interesting. That probably doesn't happen all too often. Well, we'll see if our opponent still just, I don't know, maybe for the rest of the game doesn't realize that Shalai just would win. I think the moment they realize they can use Shalai is when I'll concede. So I guess the plan is to try and reproach Shalai now. Hmm. I wonder if this takes the cake as one of the most embarrassing games I've ever lost. It's got to be up there. I've made a lot of embarrassing mistakes before, though. I mean, 20 years of Magic, you're going to make a lot of embarrassing mistakes. But losing against Shalai when I have roughly, what, 10 turns to deal with it? And they could have killed us probably 7 or 8 turns ago, at least at this point. So I should be dead 7 or 8 turns past, and I'm still going to lose. This may be the most embarrassing game I've ever played. All right. Well, I have had enough. So, thanks so much for tuning in, folks. Pretty awesome looking deck, actually. Not my style. I don't really like monocolor, but especially in this format where you can do so many more fun things with legends and stuff. But great plan. Great, consistent plan. You just drop a knight, you just drop a courser, you just get in there. Protect it with Adamant Will. So, good plan. Interesting deck. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back for more. See you for the next one.